You're listening to Good Morning Gwinnett, a division of Noise Media Network, hosted by Audrey Bell Kearney, sharing stories about people and places around beautiful Gwinnett County and beyond. Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Southern living at its best.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, all my Gwinnetians out there in Gwinnett land and all of my friends around the world. It's a beautiful day here in Gwinnett County. It's not raining. 65 degrees going up to a high of 76. Beautiful, just beautiful. Yesterday it rained all day. And I had an event scheduled, a meetup yesterday, a podcast meetup yesterday downtown Lawrenceville. And then everybody started to cancel. And I was like, well, since they're canceling, I might as well cancel the event. Because one thing, I hate being in the rain, that's one. But then people started to cancel. And then the people that didn't cancel, when I was like, hey, I don't know if you guys were going to come. Oh, yeah, I was going to come. They didn't even RSVP. So I was like, well, we're going to cancel it. But anyway, today is a beautiful day. And I won't complain about yesterday because it's gone. But here's the thing. I got a chance to get a lot more work done. So even though it was, raining, I got a chance to stay in and do a lot of work, which I had a lot of work to do, just like I got to do now. So I ain't complaining. Hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful Thursday morning. Today is Thursday, October the 13th. I want to give some shout outs to some people that I missed yesterday. I want to give a shout out to my sister-in-law, Kim Kearney. She celebrated her birthday on October the 8th. I couldn't remember, was it the 12th or the 8th? Either way, I was wrong. Either way, I missed it, because even if it were the 12th, I missed it. That was yesterday. So I want to give a happy birthday. Shout out to Kim Kearney, all the way up there in New Jersey. Happy birthday, belated birthday, because I missed it. I also want to give a happy birthday shout out to my brother-in-law. I knew somebody's birthday was yesterday. His birthday was yesterday. So happy birthday, Rob. And it's so funny because my husband came home. He's like, Rob, he said, guess who want to start a podcast? I didn't know. I thought he was talking about somebody on his job. And I'm naming all these people. He was like, no. So finally I said, is it Rob? And he was like, yeah, it's Rob. I said, Rob want to start a podcast? So I said to my husband, Rob could do a podcast because he talks a lot. And he loves football. So he talks a lot about football. Like, he loves football. So I was like, that would be great. So he's going to be enrolling into Podcast University so I can train him on how to start his podcast. By the way, and so here's the thing. He's a retired police officer, and he lives in Jersey, and he loves sports, and he loves football specifically. I think he played for the Cincinnati Bengals way back when, for a very short time. So he played in the NFL for a minute, but he loves football. So my husband I said to him, that's going to be a good podcast, right? Because he's very passionate about football. Like, that's my brother and my nephew. And I told them, both of them are coaches. Like, my nephew is a college coach in Akron, Ohio, and my brother is a high school football coach. My brother's been coaching and playing football pretty much his entire life since he was like 6 years old. And he played college football. He's been coaching forever. My nephew has been in football since he was about 6 years old, and now he coaches college. And so I said to them, won't you guys start a podcast? But they can't. Coaching takes up so much of their time until when football season is in, we barely see my brother. But everybody knows it's football season. You're not going to see him. So, but I've said to them several times, you should start a podcast. Now, my nephew is going to be home in December. I'm going to have him come on the show and talk about football because he loves football. I love talking to both of them about football. My brother about life in general. My nephew about football because he's so passionate about it. So I had him on the show before. And I said to him, it sounds like we were talking in an offline conversation. I said, that sounds like a science. And he calls me auntie. He's like, auntie, this is how he talk. Auntie, it is a science. But it sounds like a science. Like, if you guys heard how they do the plays and all that stuff, it sounds like a science. So anyway, there was a reason. Oh, I was talking about my brother-in-law, Rob. So happy birthday, Rob. I'm going to help you launch your podcast. And if you're thinking about starting a podcast based around something that you're passionate about, whether it be a message or a mission or your story, Podcast University is a 90-minute class that I will be hosting October the 29th. So go to podcastuniversity.training, podcastuniversity.training. Take the class. It's 90 minutes of your time. It's going to be worth it because it's going to help you launch your podcast. I'm going to walk you through every step of what you need to do to launch that podcast. So that's October the 29th. Go to the website, podcastuniversity.training, www.podcastuniversity.training. All right, let's keep this train rolling, babies. Okay, listen to this, y'all. And women are going to really love this one. Today is National, well, men might like it too, depending on depending on the woman. Let me just say that much. Oh, the more I get the visual, that's hilarious. But anyway, today is National No Bra Day. Oh, listen, I don't know about y'all, but women love taking off a bra. Like I guarantee you, 95% of the women who come home from work, the first thing they do is drop their bra. I guarantee you, because those are people, we're confined all day long because we have to, most of us. Some of us don't have to be confined. However, if you're not confined, could be a little bit, could look a little bit, it could look a couple of different ways. Let me just say that. Anyway, it's National No Bra Day. It's also National Metastatic Breast Cancer Awareness Day. And it's also National Train Your Brain Day. I think every day should be Train Your Brain Day. The more you know, the better you grow. That's my thought. That's my philosophy. It's National Yorkshire Pudding Day and Navy Birthday Day. So today was a Navy birthday. When was that? Like 1903? Probably so. Navy Birthday Day, National Yorkshire Pudding Day. What is Yorkshire pudding? I can't even imagine what that might taste like. Somebody knows what that tastes like. And National Train Your Brain. I think you should train your brain every day. Do something every day to enhance the way you think about things. Learn something new every day. Something. Read a book, read a blog post, listen to a podcast, read an article, read something, and train your brain every day. I do this every day. Every day, every night. This is what I do. People think I'm just that smart. That's because I train my brain to learn all this stuff. But that's a gift. Trust me. That everybody don't think like that. That's a gift. God gave me that. And it's not my doing. It's not my doing. God gave me that gift. All right, let's keep this train rolling. Let's get on with these horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thompson for today, Thursday, October the 13th. Oh, I got to give one more shout out. So tomorrow, because I won't be on air tomorrow is my grandmother's birthday. So happy birthday all the way in heaven, Grandma. October the 14th is her birthday. I used to call her Grandma because that was my grandma. And that's what everybody called. You go in the grandma house. Just like that grandma. So happy birthday, Grandma. Her name was Martha. Happy birthday, Grandma Marthella. So her friends call her Marthella. So it's crazy, and that's a long story. I'm not gonna get into that. But happy birthday, Grandma, all the way in heaven, darling. I know you up there with your daughter, and I'm your niece, and I'm your sister, and your mother. I miss all of you because I knew them all of them, and my cousins. Oh, it's a whole slew of people. Anyway. Let's keep the trains moving. All right, we're going to keep the horoscopes off like we always do, and that is with Aries. Take care of the needs and responsibilities of elders. Don't be too hard on your mates. Travel will lead you in a new direction. Okay. But you got to, in order to get to the new direction, Aries, you got to go somewhere. You got to travel somewhere. It's not going to lead you in a new direction sitting on the couch. Let me say that again. Travel will lead you in a new direction, but only if you get off the couch. It's not going to lead you in any direction sitting on the couch, okay? Take care of the needs and responsibilities of elders. Listen, love your elders. I know sometimes y'all feel like they're a pain in the butt, and they probably are, but love them anyway and take care of them. I do all the time, and I always have, and I always will. Taurus, uncertain, get-rich-quick schemes will not be as lucrative as you anticipate. Don't be too quick to blame others for your bad mood. Spend some time with people who can shed some light on your personal situation. All right, listen, Taurus. If you're in a bad mood, that's your fault. Let me say it again. If you're in a bad mood today, Taurus, that is your fault. Here's why. You control your moods, not other folks. So stop trying to blame other people because you're in a bad mood. Make a decision to change your mood. Just change it. You know what? I don't want to be mad right now. I do that. Let me tell y'all something. I have learned how to do that, and I do it all the time. There was a situation that happened on Monday, I think it was, and I could have instantly been mad. Instantly. Because it could have made, and I said, you know what? Forget it. I don't even want to be mad. I don't even want to be mad about the situation. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to change the situation. The situation is what it is. And because I have no control over the situation, why am I going to make myself mad about that? I could have been mad. I looked at the situation. I'm like, yeah, this is pissing me off, right? And then I thought about it. Don't even waste your energy, Audrey, because you can't change it. You don't have any control over it. It is what it is. Go ahead and do what you got to do. And I instantly changed that. And I had the right to be mad if I wanted to be, but I chose not to be. So Taurus, you have the option to be in a bad mood or not. That's your option. It's not somebody else's problem that you're in a bad mood. For real, it's not. I know somebody saying, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking." Yeah, I know what I'm talking about. You control your moods. You, nobody else. And if you give people the power to control your moods, that's your fault. Somebody need to hear that today. It is your fault that you have given people the power over you to change your moods and put you in a bad mood. That is your fault. I know somebody don't want to hear that. I feel like I'm at church. Gemini. This is what happened when I get sleep, y'all. I'm in rare form. Gemini, clear up domestic chores that have remained undone for some time. Don't tell others your plans. Your emotions are soaring, and if you don't get away, if you don't get your way, look out, world. All right, listen, Gemini, you can't always get your way. All right, you can always don't go posing your crap on the world because you want your way. Stop being a spoiled brat. You can't always have your way. We all want our way. What makes you special? Listen, stop it. And don't go out there trying to piss the world off. In the meantime, keep your business to yourself. Don't tell others about your plans. If you don't want it to get out, then don't tell nobody. The minute you tell somebody, it's going to be out. So don't tell anybody. Keep your plans to yourself. And now, not only that, sometimes you don't want that negative energy, because here's what I know for a fact, y'all. You want to share good stuff with people, right? Because you want them to be happy for you. And on the outside, they may be smiling and they're saying, oh, that's great. And the inside, they're dying and envious and mad because you're moving and they're not. And here you think they're really happy for you, and they are like sending you all of this bad energy, and you don't even know about it. You're thinking, man, I wonder why that fell through. Well, because you shared it with people who really were kind of envious of you. And so instead of you getting really, and here's the thing, a lot of them don't even know they're sending you bad energy. Because outwardly, they're saying good stuff to you. Inwardly, they're dying on the inside because they feel like their life really is not moving in the right direction. So Gemini, today is not the day for you to share your plans with other folks. Just keep it to yourself. Share it once it's done. I'm just trying to help somebody out. And that goes for anybody. If you know people give you, you know the people that genuinely gives you good energy. You know those people. Because you know why? They have stuff going on. They're not over there trying to send you bad energy because they got their own stuff going on. So they're going to send you great energy and keep moving. That is amazing. And keep it moving. The other one's going to send you that false good energy. And deep down inside, they're pissed off because their life is stuck for real. You know who they are, Gemini. Now, you may want to tell the ones that you know is doing things, and you know they're doing things because they're moving. The other ones, not so much. So keep it to yourself from them. Cancer, talk to your emotional partner about your intentions. You can complete any projects efficiently, especially if you put in the effort yourself. Do not jump to conclusions concerning your romantic partner. Here's the thing, Cancer, don't jump to no conclusions. Just ask the question. Listen, you got to open up your mouth and ask the questions, because when you jump to conclusion, that could be a false conclusion. So if you want to know the truth, ask, right? Don't jump to conclusions. Just put the conversation out there. I know you want to avoid confrontations because you're not confrontational, but if you want to avoid that, then ask the question instead of jumping to conclusions, which could cause all kind of other unnecessary problems. I'm just trying to help somebody out today. Leo, if you try to manipulate emotional situations, you will find yourself alienated. You can make personal changes that will enhance your reputation and give you greater self-confidence. Be prepared to meet new lovers through colleagues. All right, look at you, Leo the lover. Not Leo the lion, Leo the lover. But gotta be prepared though, Leo. I don't know exactly what that means because I don't, like the Leos I know, especially women, they're always prepared. Well, let me say this. They appear to be prepared, the ones I do know. Maybe they aren't. But they make it look like it. Like, yeah, I know some very structured Leos who are pretty much prepared for anything. So I can't imagine you not being prepared for love. However, you may not be, because you might be out of touch. You might be out of touch. You might not have been on the scene lately. So you might need to be prepared, Leo. I don't know. Maybe you do. Whatever the case is, new lovers are coming your way. Virgo, you may want to put your creative thinking cap on. You must take care not to overexert yourself if involved in sports. Acceptance will be necessary. Put your creative thinking cap on, Virgo. You know you can be very creative in the way you think about things. So put your cap on because it's requiring you to think creatively today. Something that you're going to do is going to require you to be very creative. So put on your thinking cap and let your creative juices flow. Okay? Okay. All right, I'm going to a song. I'll be right back after this song to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. So stay tuned.
7 days and 7 hours since I last heard your voice. I know that you felt like you didn't have the choice, and I don't blame you. No, I don't blame you. I know I've been a fool, but baby, believe me when I say to you, yeah, yeah. You can change your mind. Change your mind. Stay by my side, 'cause baby, I need you. Change your mind. Yeah, change your mind. Make you stay by my side. Baby, I need you. Yeah, you. Baby, I need you. Oh, yeah. Oh, baby, I need you. Oh, baby, I need you. So please just hear me out. I know I've done you wrong. I know that I've mistreated you. For that I am sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I've been a fool, but baby, believe me when I say to you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Change your mind. Make you stay by my side. 'Cause baby, I need you. Yeah, you. What can I say? Make you stay by my side. 'Cause baby, I need you. Oh yeah, baby, I need you. Oh yeah, baby, I need you. I just need you by my side, yeah, baby, I need you. I know that I have done you wrong. Yeah, I've treated you poorly. That I've been a fool. But baby, believe me when I say to you.
Welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney bringing you the daily horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Michael Thias. I'm going to pick it up with Libra. There will be hidden matters that you may find disturbing. Tell them to get out of the mess that they are in, and you'll consider getting together with them. You can come into money that you don't necessarily work for. That's the best kind of money, right, Libra? The kind you ain't got to work for. I don't know how you coming into it. You're going to hit the lottery. Somebody left you some money. There's an insurance policy. They owe you some money somewhere. Listen, somebody just going to gift you because you're just a good person. I don't know how it's coming to you today, but it's coming. Now I know that's the best kind of money you can get. The kind you ain't got to go to work for. Did you invest in some stocks? Did you invest in somebody's business? Is it time to get a return on your investment? It's coming for you today, Libra. It's coming for you. Good luck. Scorpio, your persuasive nature will win the heart of someone you've had your eye on. Be careful that you don't overextend yourself. You will feel better about yourself, and you may also meet potential new lovers. All right, look at you. Your persuasive nature, will win the heart of somebody you got your eye on. Yeah, you feel better about yourself, and you may meet potential lovers. It's love in the air for you today, Scorpio. Yeah, it's good energy going out, baby. Good energy. Right in time for the winter. Everybody want a snuggle buddy for the winter. When it gets hot, get off of me. Now it's wintertime coming. You want a snuggle buddy. I get it. Love is in the fall air. I understand. Sagittarius, residential moves will be favorable. And larger quarters, the most probable direction. If you've been really busy, try to schedule some time to spend with loved ones. Your money-making opportunities will flourish. All right. Now, what kind of, listen, share, Sagittarius. What kind of opportunities you got going on? No. Don't share them with me. Don't share it with me. I don't need nothing else on my plate. I take that back, Sagittarius. I take that back. Good luck in all your money-making opportunities. I hope they do flourish. Don't share it with me. Lord knows I don't need another thing on my plate. I just cleared it off. It's very smooth right now. So you know you got the plate. You got the plate when you're trying to lose weight and you go one place that's marked. It's got your meats on one side and it's all shaped off like this is how much meat you should eat. And it says meat. And then it says vegetable, and you got that's the biggest part of the plate right there, right? The vegetable side. And then you got the starch. I got a plate like that. That's what I'm telling y'all. I got two, as a matter of fact. And it's all sectioned off on the plate. It's red, yellow, and green, I think it is. And it has meat, and that's one size. It's in a little triangle. Then it has vegetable. That's the biggest part of the plate. And then it has a starch, I think. That's like the smallest part of the plate. And so it's sectioned off like that. Yeah, so I said I would like to say, what was I saying that? I don't know. Anyway, let me keep it going because I done forgot while I was saying it. It was a reason. It was a reason I was saying it. Oh, I was talking about my businesses. Yes, I've cleaned my plate, and now my plate has 3 sections on it. It has Good Morning Gwinnett is a section, my e-commerce is a section, and my podcast university is a section. That's so nice. Now, before that, my plate was chopped up in a whole bunch of tiny little pieces. So I'm saying all that to say, Sagittarius, don't share your opportunities with me because I don't need to add another section to my plate. My plate is clean right now. It's good. It's good. I'm asking for don't. All right, Capricorn, new methods and innovative technology will make your job far easier than you anticipated. Watch for empty promises that may give you false hope. Your creative talent will prove to be lucrative if you use it properly. All right, look, Cap, you know you're creative, but you got to use your creativity properly, right? It's going to be lucrative, but you got to do the right thing with it. I know a lot of talented Capricorns. I'm talking about a lot, y'all, who don't use their gifts like that. They don't use their talents. They start off and then they quit because here's the thing. To be excellent at anything, it takes a lot of hard work. Like I was up bright and early this morning sending off a proposal to somebody because I had to get that done. Did I want to get up, and send off a proposal bright and early this morning before the sun came up? I did not. But here's the thing: for me to get that, to even have the opportunity to get what I want in that proposal, I had to get up and get it done. So I know a lot of extremely talented Capricorns who let their talents go to waste. Don't let that be you, Cap. Not today. Don't let that be you. Your creative talent will prove to be lucrative, but you got to take the time and put it to proper use and do the work. I know it's hard work. I know. Listen, you ain't got to tell me because y'all know y'all preaching to the choir when it comes to hard work about what you want to do. That being said, that's why I'll be like, yeah, don't come to me with excuses. Like, if you got excuses, just say that's an excuse. Listen, I'm quick to say, yeah, that's an excuse. I'm procrastinating. And I'll tell you that because I know, people don't want to hear excuses. I probably don't even talk about that stuff. Like, yeah, I just don't want to do that. Just say that part. And I don't want to do it for various reasons when I want to do something. All right, let's keep the train moving. Aquarius, monitor your budget carefully to avoid unnecessary stress. Romance appears. Plans to make physical improvements may lead to psychological changes too. I know it's a whole lot of romance in the air today. Go out, meet new people, go out with friends, meet new people, go out the house, meet new people. Romance gonna appear out of the blue. A lot of love in the air. Yeah, it's that time of the year. The stars are trying to find you some snuggle buddies, baby. Yes, romance appears. Yours is gonna appear, Aquarius. It doesn't tell you where it's gonna come from. It just said it appears. That's what the stars are saying. That's not me. That's what the stars are saying. All right, so be on the lookout because it's gonna pop up on you. All right, last but not least, my fellow fish Pisces, sit back and observe. Regardless of how hard that might be, that means for us to shut our mouth today, fish. We always want to jump in and give our 2 cents. Not today. Just sit back and watch. Attend trade shows that will allow you to take a look at new products. Secret affairs could cause upset. Now, here's the thing. All right, y'all. Okay. If it's a secret, you shouldn't be doing it, fish. And if it's a secret, they shouldn't be doing it. So that's going to cause some upset today. And let me tell you this. If I find out about a secret affair, y'all can come get me out. Okay, I'm not going to say that. But here's the thing. Don't do it. If it's you, if that secret involves you, fish, don't do it. It is not worth it. And if the secret involves somebody you're with, be careful. Be careful not to let yourself get in a predicament. Remember, you control your mood. I get it. Ooh, I get it. I know if you find out about the secret, ooh, I understand. But just know, before you do whatever it is you're going to do, sit back for a second and say, if I do this because I just found out about this secret affair, who in my family could come get me out of jail? I want you to think about that for a second, right? Because if you go act a fool and nobody can't come get you, you're going to sit in jail. On the flip side of that, if the secret involves somebody else, you might want to have a conversation with that person. Say, look, what's up? This is not where you want to be. Obviously, it's not, because you out there behind my back doing some secret dirt. We might want to just part ways and go on about our business. You live your life, I live mine. Don't try to hold on to me because you want to do some dirt now. Now, that's being very calm. I get it. That's been extremely calm. I understand. Now, if you're the one doing the dirt, fish, if you're the one doing the dirt, you might want to step back for a second, because what's done in the dark comes to the light. Just know that. I'm just trying to help you out. So you might want to stop for a second and ask yourself, ooh, would I want somebody to do this to me? Think about that. All right, that's all I got to say for you. Listen, and sit back today. Just sit back and be quiet and observe, right? Okay, that's all the horoscopes I got for you today. I'll be back again on Monday to bring you more of the horoscopes brought to you by noted astrologer Micah Thyssen. Now let's get on to some news you can use. So, okay, now I got to be serious, y'all. That's the horoscopes. Y'all know when it comes to the horoscopes, I like to have fun. Reading the stars from Michael Thyssen. He's the one bring me the stars. I bring them to you. Now I got to get serious. So, Gwinnett County District Attorney Patsy Austin Gasson reports that there have been 32 homicide investigations in Gwinnett County this year. This year, 32. Two of those 32s occurred within the last week, like two of them. And so DA Gatson believes that that's the cause of this is because of the number of guns that are on the streets and the lack of education for youth on how to resolve arguments. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna tell you this. So Sunday night, I'm laying in bed. It's around 11 o'clock at night. Everybody's in the house sleeping. My daughter and the baby spent the night, so we're all sleeping, right? Well, they were all sleeping. I was wide awake, so I heard like a loud knocking on the door, and I'm like, somebody knocking on our door. So it was loud too, bam, bam, bam. So I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I jump out of the bed, right? Because I hear the knocking. Nobody else is moving. And I'm like, is somebody knocking on our door? Well, they weren't knocking on my door, but they were knocking on the door about 4 houses down. And that's how loud they were knocking. And when I tell you he was pissed, because he was in the street, he was saying some things out his mouth that should be behind closed doors, but he was in the middle of the street. He was trying to get to her. And Lord knows that if he had gotten to her, I don't know what that would have looked like for her. Well, he couldn't get in the door, and he tried to knock the door down, and he was in the street calling her all kinds of names. I was like, what in the world is going on? Okay, so fast forward to Tuesday night. I'm laying in the bed, right? Was it Tuesday night? Yesterday was Wednesday. No, it was Monday night. I'm laying in the bed, right? I'm laying in the bed, and I'm just laying there watching TV. Now, this is around 11:30, 12 o'clock. So I'm watching YouTube, which is what I do most nights. And I hear the police say, suspect is in 1305. Come out with your hands up. And I was like, is that the police? So I heard him say again, come out with your hands up. I'm like, holy crap. So I jump out the bed, and I'm looking out the window, and a whole bunch of cops are down the street. Now, I don't know if it's with the same house that happened on Sunday night, or was it a different house, but it was in the same vicinity. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness. So my uncle, he was in bed, I went over there, and I'm sure I shook him, because he and I had this conversation like that Monday morning. I was like, the cops are out here again, right? And I'm looking, and I don't know that they apprehended the suspect or not, but they were on the loud microphone, what you call that, bullhorn thing, come out with your hands up. And I was like, what? So I said all that to say there is just a lot of stuff going on, and we hate to hear about homicides in anybody's community. We don't want to hear about that in anybody's community. And one of the things that DA Gatson is saying is that she believes that the spike in homicides is because of the number of guns that are on the street right now. and the lack of education, not just for young folks, but for anybody to resolve arguments. Because the minute people get mad, the first thing they want to do is shoot at you. So you have to be very careful about everything you do. You can't say anything to anybody because you don't know who's going to pull a gun on you and shoot. People have road rage. They shooting people. Like an 18-year-old girl got shot in road rage. And one girl was a passenger when she got shot. And the driver was so mad because the driver of the car she was in, I don't know, cut him off or something. He shot her. She was a passenger. It's just crazy. So you want to be very careful, but we have to figure out what we're going to do about these guns on the streets and really educating people about how to handle their anger. Like, I feel like people just need to go to anger management. Like, what is wrong with folks? Like, I tell people, I don't even say anything. I used to be the person, like, if you yelled at me, I yell back. Now I just let you yell and look and be stupid. Because I was like, you know what? I want to be here for my family. And, yeah, I used to go fly off the handle. I didn't fly off the handle and just be yelling at folks. Because I'm sitting in my car listening to a podcast most of the time. So, I'm not in no hurry to get anywhere. If you want to yell, you yell. But I would yell back. And I don't say anything to anybody because people are they're just off the chain right now. So 32 homicides in a year, like, that's a lot. And just in the last 2 weeks, that's a lot, y'all. That is an absolute lot. And we have to figure out what to do so we can keep people alive and keep the other ones out of jail because they're going to jail. So and running all of these families, 32 families' lives are torn up right now. 32. And that's 32 on the homicide side. What about the 32 on the side of the person that committed the crime? So you're talking about 64 families just tore up. That's sad because of some bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? So I know D.A. Gatson is working hard to figure this out, but if we have any input on what we can do too to help keep our communities, safe and to help keep our young people alive and people alive in general, and then the rest of the folks out of jail, let's figure out what we can do to work together. You know what I mean? All right, that was pretty heavy, y'all. I went from being happy with the horoscopes to heavy. So I'm going to go to a song to lighten the mood up again. I'll be right back after this song to bring you more of what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So stay tuned.
I know your body, I know your heart. Your eyes told me from the start, but then you fall back. Some more time, no. There's no use playing hard to get. I figured you out, but you don't know it yet. So take off your mask, yeah. Love is just a river gonna, babe. To do what we want, I wanna get in shape with you all night. Something that I need.
welcome back. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney bringing you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So you know the elections are coming November the 8th, and you need to be able to vote. So in order to be able to vote, you have to register. So you can also send an absentee ballot. So there's going to be an absentee ballot box drop in Decula, which is cool. So the drop box will be located at Decula Park Activity Building, located at 2735 Old Auburn Avenue. The drop box will be available for use between October the 17th, which is Monday, and November the 4th. From 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., residents can drop their ballots off, right? But you got to be registered to vote first. So do not go get a ballot and try to drop off a ballot if you have not registered to vote. So that's the first thing you got to do. Get registered to vote. Again, that ballot box drop box is going to be located at the Decula Park Activity Building, located at 2735 Old Auburn Avenue. And that's going to be available starting Monday, October the 17th through November the 4th from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Residents can drop off their ballots there. So you have to be registered to vote first. Don't go in there and put a ballot in the box and you're not registered to vote. Don't waste people's time. Time is money, so don't waste it, okay? All right. The Gwinnett County Police Department stepped out and became a leader among police departments in Georgia by deciding to bring their training into the house. And that was 50 years ago. So they were the first police department in the state of Georgia to bring their training inside. They had their own training academy, and that was 50 years ago. That is amazing. Kudos to those people. Kudos to the Gwinnett Police Department. So on October 10, 1972, Gwinnett became the first police department in the state to operate its own training academy. The Gwinnett Police Training Center wasn't a big academy at first. It held its first class in the chapel at the Gwinnett Correctional Institute, and it took 6 years before it moved into its own facilities. And 50 years later, the Gwinnett Police Department remains a leader. Check that out. A leader among law enforcement agencies in the entire state. Yes, in the entire state. Only 4 other police departments in Georgia operate their own training academy, and Gwinnett was the first county police department to open an academy in Georgia. So we're proud about that. Our academy is certified by the Georgia Peace Officers Standards and Training Council and recently earned separate accreditation from the Commission of Accreditation of Law Enforcement Agencies. So congratulations to the Gwinnett County Police Department for 50 years of training and development for the great officers that protect and keep our county safe. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Gwinnett is a leader, baby. Yeah, success lives here. Yeah, I know people get tired of hearing me talk about that. That's our slogan, though. If you don't know it, the slogan for Gwinnett County is success lives here. And it does. It really does. All right, so Sugar Hill needs input on parks and rec study. They need your input. The Sugar Hill is conducting a comprehensive parks, recreation, and green space user study. The survey questions, taking about 15 to 20 minutes to complete, ask respondents how they visit the city's various parks and amenities and what kind of activities they use at the local parks, including facilities outside of Sugar Hill. Additional questions ask what might prevent respondents from using Sugar Hill's parks and recreation facilities, and do you feel safe? Do you need public transportation? So these are some of the questions. So if you want to take that survey, prepare to be sitting there for 20 minutes at least. You can go to Sugar Hill's website, cityofsugarhill.com/park rec survey. To complete the survey, go to cityofsugarhill.com/park-rec-survey. To complete the survey, go to cityofsugarhill.com/park-rec-survey. They want to hear your input. This is how they make decisions because they want to know what they need to do to make sure that you get what you need in where you live at. So you may not want to, even though we're all in Gwinnett County, Sugar Hill is on the other end. So if you live on Norcross, you might not want to go to Sugar Hill. And if you live in Sugar Hill, you might not want to go to Norcross. These are the furthest two ends from each other. Sugar Hill's all the way on that side going north. Norcross is going south. So it may be something that they can do right in Sugar Hill that you don't have to go to Norcross for. So, but in order for them to know that, you have to take the survey. You know what I'm saying? So take the survey. Swanee approves veterinary clinic on Buford Highway. We want to make sure our furry pets are taken care of. The Swanee City Council recently approved a special use permit to allow for a veterinary clinic in the Old Town Commercial District located at 425 Buford Highway. Approval came with recommendations from the Planning Commission and Planning Department. The site on about 1.85 acres must be limited to 2 adjoining suites in the shops at Old Town 103 and 104 and cannot offer outdoor boarding or outdoor activities. So they approved it, but of course it came with stipulation, which means no outdoor boarding and no outdoor activities. It's a strictly veterinary, take care of your pets. So that's what it's for. So they got that approved. So, we want to make sure our babies are taken care of. And you know what was crazy? I remember, we had a dog, her name was Diamond. And if you listen to any episodes way back when, probably especially in 2020, because we lost her in 2020. So my husband bought my daughter Diamond when she was a baby. She was probably like a couple of weeks old. And I remember telling him, don't get that dog because I'm going to be the one taking care of the dog. And he was like, nah, she needs the dog. Now she don't need the dog. This is me. She doesn't need that dog. Don't get the dog. Well, he got the dog anyway. And sure enough, I took care of the dog most of the dog's life because my daughter was in school most days when she got the dog. So she got the dog when she was little. And then she went off to college and she got the dog. And then she came from college and we all moved to Georgia. And so she was at work every day while I had the dog. So I had the dog pretty much the dog entire life, right? And so when the dog passed away, my heart was tore out of my chest. I was like, oh my God, I've never felt so much pain than losing the dog. And I think the reason was because every morning the dog would come to my door and scratch the door so she can go outside. She was extremely smart. Like, dogs are smart animals. She would come, she would scratch the door, I would let her out, and this was every morning. So if I was asleep and it was time for her to go out, she knew how to come and knock on my door to my bedroom, and she slept downstairs. She would come upstairs, knock on the door, and I would let her out. This was every morning. And then if it was really cold outside, she would do her business and run right back in the house. When it was hot outside, I had to sit on the deck and wait for her to stroll all around the backyard and run around the side of the house and all kind of craziness. When it was cold, she tiptoed down and came back up. But I said all that to say, when she was sick, I spent a lot of money trying to make her well, like a lot, to the point where, they told me we couldn't make her well no more. And she got sick that day and we lost her. But I said all that to say, veterinarians are really important in our community, especially if we have pets and we love them. Because they are when we have pets, they become a part of our family. And I'm talking about, my heart was tore out of my chest. And I must have cried for like 2 weeks. Because her pillow was in my office. So she would come in, she would eat, and we would go in the office and we would stay in the office all day until it was time for her to go to the bathroom. And then she'd come up and start scratching on her foot. And I was like, okay, let's go to the bathroom. Let her outside. We did this every day for years. And so that was heartbreaking. So, and the good thing about it is we did have a vet very close by. So the morning she got really, really sick, I was able to get off the show because I did my show that morning. And when I let her out, she just passed out. And I'm freaking out. So I tell my mom, oh my God, something is wrong with Diamond. And everybody loved Diamond. Even though she was bad and mean, everybody loved her. Everybody. And I picked her up. I wrapped up in a blanket. I got her cage. I laid her in the cage. And she just never got up. And that was heartbreaking. So I took her to the vet, which was very close by. I didn't have to drive far, and I was able to get her to the vet. And they was able to get her out of pain. So, and we all got a chance to say our goodbyes. And that was our little Diamond. Diamond was a mess, though, y'all. Anyway, that's sad. Let me keep it moving. All right, so Polish American Heritage Month. So, yep, listen, Gwinnett is known to be the most diverse county in the entire Southeast. So that means our police force is also diverse. The Gwinnett County Sheriff's Office celebrates diversity. It is important to highlight our employees to connect with those who have similar backgrounds and educate one another on various cultures. I agree totally. Pictured in this picture, if you go to Facebook, on their Facebook page, you're going to see Sergeant Mahalik and Master Deputy Madrala for Polish American Heritage Month. So we appreciate all you do for the Sheriff's Office. So happy Polish American Heritage Month. That's a lot, right? Listen, we are the most diverse population in Southeast. We're the most diverse county. We have almost 1 million people. The last time they checked, we had 983,000. I'm sure that number has increased since that time. because we have so much development here, so I know that has increased. All right, so Construction Ready, that's a company. They're accepting applications for Gwinnett job training program. Yep, Construction Ready, that's a company, y'all. The nonprofit Construction Ready is currently accepting applications for the next job training session. And Gwinnett Construction Ready offers Gwinnett residents free training with a 20-day construction education program that ends with training, credentials, and job placement. Classes will take place from 7:30 a.m. To 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, starting November the 7th, and that's going to run through December the 2nd at No Mercies Christian Church, 4005 Forks Trickham Road in Lilburn. So if you know anybody who wants to get into the construction industry, there is an opportunity for them to get the necessary training for free. They're going to have a graduation. An announcement of job placement will take place at 10 a.m. on December the 2nd. If you know someone who wants to get into construction, this is the opportunity. The classes are going to be free. It's going to be a 20-day construction education program that ends with training, credentials, and job placement. This is brought to you by the nonprofit Construction Ready. So they're accepting applications right now, but you must be able to go to the class Monday through Friday from 7:30 to 5:30, from 7:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. And that class is going to start on November the 7th, and it's going to run through December the 2nd. That's going to be at New Mercies Christian Church, located at 4005 Forks Trickham Road in Lilburn. There's going to be a graduation and information about job placements. Registration deadline is October the 26th for the classes starting November the 7th. Registration deadline is October the 26th for classes that's going to start on November the 7th. Do not take up a spot in the class if you know you can't commit to the 20-day of instruction that it's going to take. Do not take up a space if you know you're not serious about this industry. That could go to somebody who really needs it and who really wants it. For more information, go to constructionready.org. Go to constructionready.org. Don't take up a space that somebody else could have, all right? Don't do that. Don't be selfish. All right, cool. All right, let's keep this train rolling, baby. Let's keep this train rolling. Yes. All right, so Explore Gwinnett celebrates Arttober with more than $150,000 in grants to local nonprofits. Art, the word Arttober, not October, Arttober. That's pretty cool, right? Arttober Gwinnett, a month-long celebration of art and culture aimed at increasing participation in events throughout the county. It's back, y'all. It's back. Explore Gwinnett is using the month to highlight art organizations, venues, and the artists who shape the vibrant creative community. In addition to the organization's recent grant distributions to local art-focused nonprofits, Explore Gwinnett is also promoting dozens of art and culture organizations throughout the month, in addition to hosting 4 official Arttober events, Arttober Gwinnett events. So you can take part in these events. They're coming up. The organization recently announced more than $150,000 grant that was awarded to local organizations, including Atlanta International Night Market, Aurora Theater, Fezziwig Foundation, Fresh Films, Dreaming Tree Foundation, the Hudgens Center for Art and Learning, Live Arts Theater, and the Norcross Art Gallery. So they have been awarded money from these grants. Also, the North Metro Academy for Performing Arts, Players Guild of Sugar Hill, Spectrum Autism Support Group, Swanee Arts Center, Swanee Public Arts Commission, Urban Media Filmmakers. Congratulations over there, Cheryl. Among the events sponsored to Explore Gwinnett Arttober are those 2 that take place at the end of the month. So there's a lot going on. As a matter of fact, there's something going on downtown tonight at the Aurora Theater. The creative, I think it's called Creative something. I forgot the name of it, but it's tonight at 7 p.m. at Aurora Theaters. If you want to get involved in our arts community, you want to come out tonight, 7 p.m. Aurora Theater is free and open to the public. They're going to be talking about how to be involved in our arts community. They're trying to shape this whole commission right now and bring our whole arts community together. And that's this evening at 7 o'clock at the Aurora Theater downtown Lawrenceville. So check it out. All right, I'm going to go to the song. I'll be right back after the song to bring you more of the rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. So stay tuned.
I ran away from heartbreak. Got nothing in return for my pain. I never thought I'd be so empty, so alone and afraid. wasn't looking for a lover. Nobody understood where I've been. I guess I thought I needed more time to protect my love from potential offense. So then you came around and you played it cool, but I shut it down. So you took it to and I'm not surprised by what I found, 'cause I know I needed something different and it had to be you. Out the blue, somebody who would listen and it had to be you. Out of all the people to revive my love, couldn't be just anyone. My baby, it had to be you. I didn't seem to notice that you were checking for me. We were just friends, but we started building trust and my fragile heart started to mend. Yeah, I should have paid attention. You would have been the obvious choice, but I needed time to see clearly, dig deep and cut through the noise. So then you came around and you played it cool, but I shut it down. So you took it to and I'm not surprised by what I found, 'cause I know I needed something different and it had to be you. Out the blue, somebody who would listen and it had to be you. Out of all the people to revive my love, couldn't be just anyone. My baby, it had to be you. You.
Welcome back. One of my favorite songs. It's your girl Audrey Bell Kearney giving you the daily rundown about what's going on in and around Gwinnett County. All right, so the art beat. So sculptor Olu Amada wins $50,000. Yes. Shout out to Olu Amada for winning $50,000 Hudgens Prize. Yes, that's beautiful. A Nigerian sculptor, Olu Amada was named the winner of the 2022 Hudgens Prize at a gala on October 7th at the Jacqueline Casey Hudgens Center for the Arts in Duluth. Initiated in 2010, Hudgens Prize has been a competition for Georgian-based artists with a cash prize of $50,000, y'all. How about that for a weekend getaway? $50,000 going to the winning individual, one of the largest awards given to an artist in the nation. Shout out to Gwinnett County, baby. Listen, that's why I love Gwinnett. Amada was one of the 4 finalists vying for the Remarkable Award. The other 3 finalists were Shaniqua Gay, Jessica Self, and Jamel Wright. Judges included Jamal Barber, Lauren Tate Bessa, and Tom Francis. These were the judges. The Hudgens Executive Director, Laura Balance, said, "We are thrilled to share the impressive body of work from our 4 Hudgens Prize finalists in this current exhibition, and that our panel of judges selected Olu, the 2022 Hudgens Prize Award recipient. Olu's work as a still emerging artist is remarkable in its unique hybrid qualities." I need to see what she did. Amada is Nigerian. He earned. Oh, that's a he. I've been saying she. Okay. He earned his master's degree from Georgia Southern University. My niece went to Georgia Southern and got her bachelor's from there as well. Amada describes his work as a social construct that emerged from the dialogue of objects, their materiality, and repurposing of them to create hybrids of familiar subjects intuitively from life experiences. Okay, that's a whole mouthful. But anyway, congratulations, Olu. $50,000, baby. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. I want to see his work. Yeah, he had said I would have to sell all 50 pieces for $1,000 to get $50,000. I know you would. Anyway, the Hudgens Center is located at 6400 Sugarloaf Parkway in Duluth. So if you want to go down there and check out the exhibits, you can do that. It is Arttober, so I'm sure there are a lot of things on display there. And also, there was something that I saw that the Hudgens offered. It was like a couples night, and I think it was like a sculpting couples night. And I was like, I want to go do that. So I hope they started back up. I think they stopped it when the pandemic hit. But anyway, congratulations, Mr. Olu. I pretty much messed up his name, y'all. Forgive me, y'all. I thought it was, you know what? I looked at the name and I assumed it was a female. Totally wrong. Shouldn't have done that. All right, softball rankings for Week 8 have been released. The Cula softball team has been ranked 6th in Class 7A behind 5th ranked North Paulding. 1st ranked Buford will be playing the Cula today. It's going down today, October 13th. If the Cula loses, Buford will have gone undefeated this season. So softball, the Cula ranks Buford ranks number 1 and the Cula ranks number 6. That's pretty good. Shout out to all our athletes and shout out to all the athletes here in Gwinnett County. High school, elementary, all of the above, shout out. Oh man, good things keep happening. So the Grove at Town Center and the Lawrenceville Arts Center are all finalists for medium redevelopment in the annual Metro Atlanta Redevelopment Summit. Yeah, so they're gonna know today who actually won. So right now, the medium development semi-finalists are Atlanta Diaries, Empire Stein Steel, the Grove at Town Center, Lawrenceville Arts, and Stockbridge Amphitheater. So we'll know who's gonna win today at 4:01 p.m. It's gonna go down at Movie Studio Grill. We'll know who the winners are. So between the Grove and Lawrenceville Arts Center, shout out to all the other developments. But we got the Grove. It's a Lawrenceville. It's a Gwinnett thing. So we're rooting for the Grove at Town Center and Lawrenceville Arts Center. Listen, we're Gwinnett here, so it's going down though today. Congratulations all of you though for great work. It is going down. It's going down in the DL. All right, so the Lawrenceville Lions Club says that time of the year again. Now I say pecans because that's what I grew up saying, pecans. Some people say pecans. Whatever it is, you can get a pound of pecans for $10, and that's accomplishment of the Lawrenceville Lions Club. They're selling fresh Southwest Georgia pecans. Or pecans, however you want to say it. You'll get them freshly picked right off the trees at a price that will be hard to beat at most. Are they gonna be shelled though? Because here's my question. Let me tell y'all something. I love nuts in general. I used to eat all kinds. I don't eat macadamias anymore because I used to eat them all the time. And I had a coworker. She and her husband went on a anniversary trip to Hawaii, and she brought me back 3 cans of macadamia nuts, right? Straight from Hawaii, which is where I think they come from. And I was so excited, and I ate them. Maybe I ate too much, but it gave me an allergic reaction, and I haven't eaten them anymore since then. And that was a long time ago, like 1998 or 97 or something. Because everything started to itch and started to swell, and I'm like, oh, no. And I had been eating macadamias for a long time. And I remember going to the grocery store once. Shout out to ShopRite in New Jersey. I would go to ShopRite, and every time I would go there to buy that little can of macadamias, they was like $7. And I remember one time the girl said, "Are they really that good?" And I was like, "Yeah, they're really that good," because I like them. Now I can't eat them, but I still eat pecans. And the way I eat mine, I take them, and I put a little butter on them, and I sprinkle a little salt on them, and I put them in the oven, and I roast them for about 10 minutes, and oh my God, what a great snack that is. So if you want to get you some and try it that way, knock yourself out. The Lawrenceville Lions Club is selling them $10 for a 1 pound bag of halves or pieces. Okay, so that means that they're going to shell them. That's going to be a nice bag. I need to go get me some. They said we expect delivery during the first 2 weeks of November, just in time for Thanksgiving. And for those of you who like to use pecans in your cakes, this is a good opportunity. Pecan pie, my Aunt Lori over in Snellville, she put a foot in a pecan pie, baby. She make it every Christmas. Like, we have certain things we do, like that's what we do. They're tradition. She makes the pecan pies because she makes the best pecan pies. I got to tell her about the Lawrenceville Lions Club so she can go get her some pecans for the pies, because I know first thing we'll say, what we having for Christmas? Pecan pies. So pecan pie. Anyway, if you want to get your pecans, order your pecans, you can go to lawrencevillelions.company.site. lawrencevillelions.company.site. Place your order so you can get your order back before November. By the time they get here for delivery in November, right before Thanksgiving. So if you make anything with pecans, your pecans are back. But you got to order them today. Don't wait till like November the 1st and then try to order the pecans and want them back in time for Thanksgiving because you might not get them. You're going to get a full 1 pound bag already shelled for only $10. That's good. Because I go to the store and I get like the little bag, it's like $8 by itself. And that's not a 1 pound bag. All right, so check it out. And you're going to be supporting the Lions Club of Lawrenceville when you do that as well. All right, Freedom Day is the biggest military thank you event each year. Nationwide, businesses say thanks by offering free services or products. This year, Focus Ed Camera is offering a free beginner photography class for current military service members and veterans. You must register for this event. Class size is limited to 12 participants. Classes will be held at 10 a.m. at the Borough Park in Auburn in front of City Hall. All those who cannot attend or who contact the company after the class is filled can receive a hands-on series of photography lessons via email instead. For more information, you can call Focus Ed Camera at 770-421-5571. Again, you can call Focus Ed Camera at 770-421-5571. Or you can email them at myfocusedcamera@gmail.com. myfocusedcamera@gmail.com. So if you want to learn how to do photography, this is a great opportunity. But remember, they only have space for 12 participants. First come, first served basis. You must register for this event. The way to do that is to give them a call at 770-421-5571. The official Freedom Day is October the 13th, which is today, but the free classes that are being offered is going to be October the 15th. So that class is going to start on Saturday. But you got to register. So you got to go to their website to register, and their website is freedomdayusa.org. freedomdayusa.org. Don't wait till the last minute to try to register for the class. And it's only 12 spots, y'all. It's only 12 spots. The public is invited to the annual Fort Daniel Frontier Fair to be held this coming Saturday at 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Old Frontier Fort, located at 2505 Brazelton Highway in Beaufort, Georgia, just south of Gravel Springs Road. Free admission, free parking. Join us for a live history, museum lab, genealogy, supervised excavations, children's activity, and a glimpse of pioneer life. The rain date, just in case it rains, is October the 22nd. So if you want to take part in that, that's going to be this coming Saturday at 10 a.m. Historic Fort McDaniels, located at 2505 Brazelton Highway in Beaufort. So if you want to go out there and do some excavations, digging some dirt, find some history, do some genealogy work, check it out. Decula is having a carnival this Saturday as well. It's games, music, food, vendors, all of that. It's free for everybody, vendors and more. You can have a good time. This is going to take place at Decula High School softball parking lot. Parking is available, and that's at 202 Hebron Church Road in Decula. Shuttle provided, so if you need a shuttle, you can do that. For more information, go to deculafallcarnival@gmail.com. deculafallcarnival@gmail.com, and that's going down this coming Saturday, and that's going to be located at 45 Hebron Church Road, the Decula High School softball complex. All right, 12 p.m. is the time. 12 p.m. is the time. All right. Oh, it's a lot going on. All right, you want to go to the corn maze in Beaufort? Yes, the corn maze is up, baby. The corn maze is still the main attraction, but there is fun for everyone, including a hayride, 2 popcorn jumping pillows. Popcorn jumping pillows? What is that? That sounds really country. Sound like my type of thing. A farmer's combined slide, animal viewing area, pumpkin patch, duck race, pony rides, and expanded kids' corner play area. The Beaufort Corn Maze will offer special events throughout the season. The Beaufort Corn Maze's Kids Spooky Haunted Fest and Pumpkin Patch are now open. Ooh, that's going down. 10 o'clock on starting 10 o'clock tomorrow, and it's also going to happen on Saturday. That's located at 4470 Bennett Road in Beaufort. That sounds like a lot of fun. We went to the Corn Maze one time right at the height of the pandemic, and when we got over to the Corn Maze, it was so many people. Right? We did not go in. We were like, because that's when the pandemic was at the height. We were like, yeah, we're not going in there. We turned around and we went to City Lounge for lunch, for dinner. We were like, yeah, we're not going in there. It was so many people. And I was like, we didn't know, like, the pandemic. We were like, this was like probably like last year. It was last year, like later in the year, and they had the corn maze, and I was still very skeptical. It might have been, I think it was last year. I wasn't going. So we got to the corn maze and we saw all of those people. We're like, yep, that's a no for us. So we left. We didn't even get out the car. We just drove right on by and came and had dinner at City Club, at City Line in Decula. But anyway, if you want to go, that's going down 10 a.m. tomorrow and this weekend. So you want to go to the corn maze? There's a lot going on over there. You got a whole lot of. I want to know what a 2 popcorn jumping pillow is. What is that? Never heard of that before. But anyway, all right, so that's a lot, y'all. I done said a lot today, but that's all I got for you today. So I'm going to go to my last song, and then I'm going to come back and give you my word of inspiration for the day. So stay tuned. I'll be right back.
Caught by a feeling, goes beyond the right or wrong, gets me what I want. I'm hanging
welcome back. Listen, I didn't even know I had been talking that long. I'm looking at the clock like 11:08. So listen, guys, I gotta go. I didn't mean to keep you so long, but it's a lot going on this weekend. I wanted to share it all. But before I go, I want to give you my words of inspiration, and I'm going to keep it really simple. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. Ooh, I'm going to say that one more time, and that's the only time I'm going to say it. If you want to fly, you have to give up what weighs you down. Roy T. Bennett said that, and he was right. Listen, you got your wings, you can fly, baby, but you got to give up what weighs you down, because remember, anything that's holding you down is going to stop you from flying. So my thing is, I want you to soar. So soar this weekend. That's all I got for you today. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you spent 1 hour and 11 minutes with me, and I love and appreciate you for that. And listen, if you missed any episodes of this show, go to goodmorninggwinnett.com to listen to past episodes there. And also, be sure to connect with me on all the social media on Good Morning Gwinnett. And download the app from the App Store. So whether you got an Android phone or an Apple phone, there's an app in your App Store for Good Morning Gwinnett. You can download it from the App Store. I'll be back again on Monday at 10 a.m. God willing. You guys stay safe out there. Have a wonderful weekend. And until next time, my friends, until next time, make it a great day. Bye, everybody.
You've been listening to Good Morning Gwinnett. Make sure to tune in Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time to find out what's happening around Gwinnett. If you like this episode, subscribe now and share with your friends. To learn more about Noise Media Network, visit noisemedia.us.